a word about our Lieutenant Governor. I have the great honor of working with him in the Senate of Virginia. And as we have heard others say today, he brandishes a mean gavel. He's a tough leader, a great president of the Senate, and there is no better man. And I give to you the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, Bill Bolling, and the next Lieutenant Governor of Virginia.
Well, thank you all very much. Well, good afternoon. Thank you all for coming out. What a great turnout on a beautiful Monday afternoon, the middle of the afternoon. Thank you all for being here to be a part of our statewide fly around. We appreciate so much those of you who came to the convention this weekend. As Bob has said, we just couldn't be more pleased with the way that convention turned out. There was an incredible amount of energy there with the delegates that came to attend the convention and the enthusiasm that was there. You know, over the course of the last few months, we've been reading a lot about the demise of our Republican Party in Virginia. And if anybody was looking, it was pretty clear this weekend that the reports of our demise were terribly premature and greatly exaggerated. The Republican Party is alive and well in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I want to tell you what a privilege it is to be here with my friend and running mate Bob McDonnell. Now, you all may not have thought about this, but Bob and I have been traveling around the state together since 2002. That's when the two of us embarked on our campaigns for Lieutenant Governor and Attorney General, and then, of course, with your help, we won those races, and for the past 4 years, we've had the privilege of serving as the 40th Lieutenant Governor and the 44th Attorney General of Virginia. And I can tell you, I've come to know this man pretty well over the course of those travels in the 14 years that I have served with him in state government. This is a man of firm principles. This is a man of impeccable character. This is a man who has the right vision for the future of our state. He was a great legislator. He was a great Attorney General. And with your help on November 3rd, he will be a great governor for the people of Virginia. And likewise, we are delighted to have that third spot on our ticket now determined, and to have Senator Ken Cuccinelli joining us as our candidate for Attorney General of Virginia. I've had the privilege of serving with Ken in the state Senate for the past 7 years, and I can tell you this is a guy who knows what he believes in. He's willing to stand up and fight for what he believes in when it's easy and when it's not. And I believe that's the kind of solid, principled, conservative leadership that the people of Virginia are looking for in those who would lead our state into the future. And with your help, in 156 days, he will be the next Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Virginia. Now, you know, I have always believed that elections are about two things. First, they're about a candidate's background, their knowledge, their experience, their qualification, and their preparation to serve in the office that they seek, whatever office that may be. Make no mistake about it, the ticket standing before you today is the ticket that is prepared to lead Virginia into a more prosperous future. We have the background, we have the knowledge, we have the experience, we have a record of getting things done in Richmond. And that's what people want. You know, people are tired of the partisan politics of the past. They're tired of the negative political campaigns of the past that our opponents have already started running against our ticket. They're tired of those things because they know that those things produce gridlock in Washington and they produce gridlock in Richmond. The people of Virginia want leaders who will work together to get things done, to find realistic and workable solutions to the challenges that we face, to offer new ideas for a better Virginia. And that's the type of principled, cooperative, results-oriented leadership that we're going to provide. And if that's the kind of leadership the people of Virginia want, with their help on November 3rd, that's the kind of leadership we'll give Virginia for the next 4 years. Now, the second thing that campaigns ought to be about is a candidate's vision. You know, where do they stand on the important issues facing our state? What's their vision for the future of our state? And in this campaign, I think that choice is going to be crystal clear. You know, the problem with our opponents is over the last few years, they've become the party of no. Every time we offer up realistic and workable common sense solutions to the challenges facing Virginia, they just say no. But we'll just say yes. And Bob's absolutely right. You think about these big challenges facing our state today. We know how to get our economy moving again. We know how to create jobs that Virginians desperately need to protect their economic security. We know that you do that by reducing the tax burden on families and businesses. But when we talk about reducing the tax burden, what do our opponents say? Well, they just say no. You know, we know you get the economy moving again by reducing regulations and making it easier for businesses to be created and to operate and to grow and to prosper and succeed. But when we talk about common sense reforms for reducing the regulatory burden on businesses in Virginia, well, our opponents, they just say no. You know, when we talk about investing in important programs like the Governor's Economic Opportunity Fund and the Virginia Business Economic Development Partnership or the Tourism Council or the Film Office, instead of spending money on all these new government programs that they want to create, when we talk about investing our money in the things that will matter most when it comes to getting the economy moving again, well, there they are, just always saying no. Well, if you want to get this economy moving again, if you want to create jobs and economic opportunity in Virginia, it's time we said no to our opponents, and it's time we said yes to Bob McDonnell, to Bill Bolling, and to Ken Cuccinelli this November.